everybody, Happy New Year's and cheers to you. Hey, if you want to know what's going to happen this year in 2023 at my channel, let's do it.
Ooh, somebody stop me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and it is the start of 2023. If you are new to this channel, it's really dedicated to increasing your knowledge in photography, but also increasing your creativity moving toward a photo artist. If you have no idea what the difference between a photographer is and a photo artist, I did a video a few weeks ago, so I'll put the link in the show notes below so you can find that video and get a little bit more clarity on that. By the way, speaking of clarity, I keep forgetting to do this. I understand a lot of people from out of state or maybe another country, and a lot of times I'll mention MPW, and what in the heck does that stand for? Well, MPW stands for Midwest Photography Workshops. It's a school here in Southeast Michigan, and I have the privilege of actually teaching some of their classes throughout the year. Most of the classes I teach are different topics in Photoshop. If you have an interest in their schedule and what's going on, I'll have link information here in the video, but it's actually www.midwest.photography. And I recommend that when you go to the website, they have a section called Calendar. And if you just click on the month, or like right now it's January, but you could take a look at January. There's not that many things going on, but things start to kick up in February. It'll show you some of the topics that are going to be offered, and it'll give you additional information. So with that out of the way, let's take a look at what we're actually going to do here at this channel for 2023. So I put together a little slide presentation here just to remind me what to cover. So the first thing we're going to take a look at, let's go over here, and that is what's coming, and that is Photoshop tips and techniques. This is a big request that I've gotten over and over from emails, and I highly recommend that if you have an interest in a topic or have a question about something, that you please email me. My email will be right here in the video, but it is stephenphotoartist@gmail.com. So feel free to send me a message. I try to get back to most of the emails. Can't promise I get to all of them, but I'll do my best on that. So again, Photoshop tips and techniques to help you get better in some creativity in your photo work. Next is I'm going to introduce two new workshops that I'm going to have at MPW, and that is a request of some of the students from the past. And more information will be coming out on that, though it'll actually be a separate video in the near future. I think it's scheduled toward the end of June, so probably by the end of January or beginning of February, I'll have additional information for you regarding that. I was requested to talk about some of the plugin softwares that I use with Photoshop. I'll explain why I own them and what I do with them. If you are curious about a plugin that I don't use, and you wanted me to tear it apart and analyze it, I'll give you the pros and cons of that plugin. And usually plugins are designed for specific tasks. So I'll make sure that you understand that the reason you get a plugin is for this reason. And I'll explain the pros and cons with those plugins right there. Next thing we're going to do is I was asked to deconstruct some of my photo art layer by layer, what was going through the process of my mind as I put together that composite. So I'll occasionally do that. I'll open up one of my past projects I did, and we'll start at the very beginning with the photo shoot, and we'll just build on that layer by layer, and I'll explain my thinking behind that. Also, interviews. I hope to have some interviews this year. I'm going to be interviewing everything from models to other photographers or photo artists, and actually some studio owners. So that'll be pretty exciting, and it gives you a little bit different perspective about the industry and photography as a whole. Next thing is I'll be analyzing other photo artists out there, some of the ones that I really enjoy. They had a big influence on me, and I'll explain why I like what they do. Doesn't mean that you're going to like it, but I think it's important that you get exposed to different photo artists and take a look at their type of work that they do and some of the thoughts that they have when they actually create their work right there. The next thing is, this is going to be some of my favorite stuff, and that is rants on camera body gear. I'm the type of person that really, I could care less what camera body manufacturer that you're using. A lot of the things that I truly believe in, I have found that some of the major photographers, and I'm talking about international photographers who've been full-time in photography for 20, 25, 30 years, agree with me on my thought process. And of course, they just never talked about it till I interviewed them, talked to them, and found out, wow, I guess they think like I do a bit. So there's going to be a lot of ranting and exposing a lot of truths out there. And that's going to raise a lot of eyebrows. I know that. But anyhow, you need to know the truth.
I want the truth.
What? You need to know the truth.
I want the truth.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Some of you people are...
You can't handle the truth.
That's right. You're not going to be able to handle the truth. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to be very honest up front with you. And then the very last thing is... this is going to be fun. There's a lot of BS out there, a lot of lies in photography, and I think very misleading to people, especially if you're new and you're just taking people's advice for granted and stuff, and they may be leading you the wrong way. So I'm going to be exposing a lot of the BS out there this year. And also, I put together a warning that if you ever hear this,
warning. This is a BS alert. Warning. Everybody take cover.
How dare you?
Okay, that's my BS warning. So that's just a warning that, okay, here comes the BS. So that gives you, in a nutshell, what I'm going to be covering for 2023. If you have any suggestions of your own, please, again, email me at stevenphotoartist@gmail.com. Also, if you could do me a favor, if you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. That way, every time I upload a new video, you will get notified. All right, with that out of the way, are we ready? See ya. Till next time, you know what we need to do? I need to pause for a moment here. And that is, you need to keep thinking out of the box, get that camera out, start shooting, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.